Morning, Jerry. What's up, dude? What's wrong? I didn't sleep at all last night. I was up all night researching overlanding rigs. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I like these ones called the OVRLND Camper, but with vans, trailers, tents, so many options out there, you know? It's a doozy. Yeah, Jerry. Actually, I do know. And Candace is gonna break up with me soon if I don't figure this out. She's like, all you ever do is research your stupid truck stuff. That does sound tough. Well, I can give you some pros and cons about the OVRLND Camper. What the heck do you know? Well, Jerry, I live in one full time. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, hang tight. Are you suffering from an inner Jerry? If you're on the fence about an OVRLND Camper, today I'm going to outline 6 pros and cons that should help you make a more informed decision. And if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to subscribe, give it the good old thumbs up. It takes about 5 seconds, it doesn't cost a thing, and it means the world to me. I appreciate y'all. Dude, what the heck was that? Who are you talking to? Sorry, okay. We'll start with the cons because Yeah. You always like to end on a positive note. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. Number 1, 4-season performance. Obviously, with the OVRLND Camper, or any pop-up camper for that matter, you're dealing with a canvas tent material. It is very strong and waterproof, but it's still canvas. That means that heat or cool air can escape more quickly. Now, OVRLND does offer an additional insulation layer that velcros over the canvas, and that could be a good solution for temperature regulation, but I don't have one, so I can't really speak to it. Canvas also means that you're going to hear a lot more than you would with a hard-sided camper or a van. For instance, heavy wind can be super noisy. And lastly, in cold or rainy conditions, condensation can become an issue. If you don't wipe it down, it could result in mold or mildew. Number 2, not stealth. Or at least it's harder. When you pop the top, it's pretty dang obvious that someone is sleeping inside. Depending on your build, you could set it up to sleep inside with the top down, but regardless, you're still going to have to get out of the bed to get into the cab to drive away. And speaking of, getting in and out of this type of rig is not quite as ergonomic as what you might experience with a van or a trailer. Number 3, setup time. When compared to something like a van, it's not quite as easy as turning around and being in your living space. How long does it take you to set up? I don't know. Let's time it. I have to unlatch the top, pop the back, and then pop the front, undo the bungees, open the windows, open the fan, undo the lower bungee, put up the table, hang my toiletries, hang the light, done. Took about 5 minutes. That's not that long. I guess it's not. Number 4, unfurnished. When you get the camper, it's basically an empty aluminum shell. If you're looking for a fully outfitted camper experience, then you'll need to spend some time designing and building your layout, installing a power system, and figuring out cooking solutions. But then again, that's what YouTube's for. In fact, I have a channel all about this kind of stuff. Oh, cool. I'll go like, comment, share, and subscribe to support your channel. Hey, thanks, Jerry. Number 5, chassis bed leaks. Man, this one is a thorn in my side. So the camper itself is totally leak-proof, but some chassis, like my Gen 3 Tacoma, have a ridiculous bed rail design that leaves a 1/4-inch gap in both of the front corners of the bed. And despite my best efforts to seal it up, in heavy rain, they leak like a sieve. It makes me not want to camp in the rain like ever. But I'm about to hit up Jay, see if he can help me out, lift off this camper, reseal the bed, and fix this problem. Who's Jay? Oh, he's the owner. Cool guy. Number 6, it's not cheap. Even with my limited options, I still shelled out $12K for this camper. Luckily, there's a deposit and 2 staggered payment installments, which I found helpful for breaking up the lump sum. Oh, that's like less than my e-bike. Your bike was $12K? Yeah, but it's carbon. It shreds. Wow, that's expensive. Well, Jerry, that's it for the cons. To my other truck camper folks out there, if you think I missed any, comment below. There you go again, talking to yourself. It's weird. And frankly, I'm really starting to question your decision-making skills. Why did you buy this thing? Jerry, we haven't even talked about the pros yet. Waiting. Number 1, flexibility. It allows you to work with what you already have. Jerry, you already got that sweet Tacoma with a TRD off-road package, and if you were to go with something like a van, you'd be pigeonholed into 3 different options: Ford, Dodge, or Mercedes. I guess 4 if you count the Chevy Express. But if you wanted to go with something like a tow-behind or a slide-in camper, it's probably best to upgrade to a full-size truck, something with more payload and towing capacity. And all of those options are far more expensive and arguably more complicated than going with a bed rail camper. Number 2, weight and gas mileage. My Overland camper is only 300 pounds, which left plenty of room within my scant payload capacity to do a build out. Moreover, with the truck fully loaded, I'm still getting 18 to 19 miles per gallon on the highway. Granted, my truck is the bare bones 4-cylinder 2-wheel drive model. Your truck is a 2-wheel drive? But dude, how do you overland? Well, it's mostly gravel Forest Service roads. You should get a 4-wheel drive. Yeah? You buy it? Jerry, we're getting off topic. Number 3, clearance and wheelbase. Because the top lowers, it increases the amount of tight, overhung areas you can explore, and it decreases your center of gravity, which makes for better handling. But then you also get the massive perk of still being able to stand upright in your camper when it's popped. And it has a full-size pull-out queen bed. And because these campers work so well on mid-sized trucks, you can keep your shorter wheelbase, which is of course great for turn radius and maneuverability. Number 4, DIY friendly. Because the Overland camper has straight walls, it's super easy to insulate, panel, and build around. If you're excited to build something yourself, this camper is a great platform. Number 5, elevated sleeping. It's hard to explain this one until you've tried it for yourself, but the elevated sleeping platform is super cool. With the 4 windows open around you, it feels like the treehouse you would have had as a kid. Cool, you had a treehouse? No, but I can imagine. Number 6, comparative cost. So it's not cheap, but on the spectrum of options, when you consider vans, slide-ins, travel trailers, or even other bed rail pop-ups, it's actually quite affordable. And here's another thing, if you go with something like a bed rail camper, you don't have to insure it or register it like an RV. It's essentially just a truck topper. And that's worth considering if you're on a budget. Man, I can't tell if I'm more or less confused. Should I buy one? Jerry, I can't answer that one for you. That's your personal journey. But I can tell you that the more time you spend fretting over this decision, the less time you're spending outdoors, hiking, camping, fly fishing, backpacking, and surfing, which is really what you want to be doing, right? Yeah, I guess it is. Exactly. If you're still on the fence about the Overland camper, you want some more information, check out one of my other videos. And as always, if you liked it, like it. And if you really liked it, come along for the ride. I got a lot more videos headed your way. I'll see you next time. Okay, for real though, you're freaking me out. Who the heck are you talking to?